Yo, what is going on, guys? S2E31 Gaming back once again in my GTNH world in episode 31. And I'd actually recorded a whole different episode 31 but deleted it because I thought it was boring. And I'm playing around now without night vision on. It's just because I was tired of the way that the night vision was making things look. So, I did more work back here in my temporary auto crafting setup. Added a whole bunch of machines, stuff that'll be useful for me getting, I guess, through to the next part of where I want to go here, which is going to be building multi-blocks. So still on my list is the radon loop, but I'm kind of erring at the point now where I might just wait a minute for this, and I'll do it later, whenever I feel like I could do it. So I think the first I'm going to do today is let's go over here, and this should actually be pretty easy for us to do at this point. Actually, I think I ran myself out of uranium, but I want to go get more anyways, so let's take a look at this multi-block. Blast smelter casing blocks, what are these? Oh, these are the zirconium. So I actually saw this like a week or two ago. So I put in some work and my terrible ore processing, which is still how it is. And I made a bunch of it. Where is it? Oh yeah, here. Wow, that's it. Okay, so yeah, we got a lot of zirconium in here. As well as some more radon to melt down. I guess to decay down. And I'll deal with the rest of that stuff later. But yeah, what was that alloy? It was zirconium carbide, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so ZRC. There's other, I guess you could just smelt it right down. I don't know what the use of that is. Okay, mixer on 12, and you make these, and then do I have to blast furnace? Oh, you just smelt it. Okay, that's awesome. So let's go do that. And then I need carbon for it, right? Yep, that's no problem. Let's put all this away. And I kind of doubt we'll need this much, but let's just do 2 stacks of each. And we'll let that run. Alright, so I should have everything I need now. I made everything, I just went and did everything. So I also made the coils, which is made of stable alloy. I don't know if it's like stable alloy, what it's trying to say here, like stable alloy or stabloy. I don't know. But this wasn't that bad to make. Why am I... Is it stabloy construct? What? It's a little golem. Okay, that distracted me. But this wasn't that hard to make. So the dust is just uranium and titanium. It's uranium-238, and I have tons of that because I've been mining that for my nukes. And then you just blast this and then cool it. And then the other thing they needed was titanium gearbox casings. And that's just like 16 titanium per. 20 titanium per. Right? No, it's 8, 16, 17, because this takes like 1 titanium, or 2 titanium, so I had to go and do a whole bunch of rutile, but I have plenty of titanium now. I restocked it. I got like 15 more stacks of it. Yeah, we're in a fine spot with that right now. So it wasn't that hard to make, honestly. I thought it would be worse than it was. And then I'm gonna need a muffler hatch for this. I got a bigger input bus. I might upgrade the output hatch at some point, but we'll see how I feel about that. Okay, but yeah, this guy's gonna go right over here. Let me grab some lathe, or ism. Oh my god, I called it lathe. I refuse to use that. I thought this was 5 wide. I guess it's only 4 wide. So the hatch is gonna go here. Yep, that's power. I'll put can I put the maintenance hatch on the top? Maintenance hatch is any casing. Okay, awesome. So we'll put that in the top. So the output hatch will go over here, like so. And my input bus, we'll put it like right here, I guess, in the front corner. I have a vision for how I want this laid out. This was how far I got in my first attempt in this game, and then I kind of stopped here. Just kind of got bored and it got confusing. And other things came up, like college, that may have been more important. but it's all right. It's all learning experience. Okay, so that got put together. Let's fix it. Okay, and then the stuff's gonna come out of the output hatch here. And then I want this to come into a fluid solidifier. I'm just wondering if I should do a pipe in between in case I want to just take the fluid for some reason. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do a little pipe. Yeah, we'll just take a pond pipe. I just got an EV one just because I kind of want the throughput on it. Like, I don't want to be waiting for this thing to go while other stuff is going on, because I just feel like it'd be annoying having that be a bottleneck. Now we'll take the chest and we'll put it there. Okay, cool. So now we have the capability to make... That's a little preview for what I'm looking at. We have the capability to make all of these guys now. And I'm pretty sure like all of these are not as bad as I thought they were. But it's just like crazy alloys. It's like talonite. Let's take a look at what this one is. Cobalt, chrome, molybdenum, phosphorus. That's not that bad. I think that realistically, what I should do is get an ME interface on this input bus and basically tell it, like, I want this alloy. Okay, we'll push those dusts in. And then I don't even got to think about it. And then it'll give me out the ingots that I want. I just got to do some math on how many ingots I would get per recipe. But also, I mean, you don't really need this shit for that often. So maybe I could just do it by hand and then be done with it. Definitely want to make these casings all have assemblers and stuff, because otherwise they're like annoying to make. And I could delete the pattern when I'm done with it for now because I don't have any room. But I feel like it's in my best interest to just say, give me however many casings I need and just be done with it and not have to think about it. That'd be very nice. And yeah, all these are pretty easy for me to make at this point. I need IV glass for this. That's kind of a problem. So the Alf glass, I know that this is pretty easy to make. Maybe I should learn about Botania and get the Elven trade going. What? It kind of looks like I'm at the point where I should be able to do this now, too. Is the Elven quartz like green? Well, it's not as green as I thought it would be. But yeah, the glass tiers for IV, I know that Botania is the easiest way to get it, so maybe I'll look into that. And then I'm going to decide which of these multi-blocks that I want. Because at this point, these are the permanent structures. Like, these are what I'm going to be using long-term. And I'm wondering if I want to reel them in and, like, get rid of this right now. Or I think I'm just going to put them over here. But my only concern with putting them over here is the whole... I guess I could just make a big battery buffer over here, but I'm just worried about the cable loss and stuff getting over to here. But like I said, battery buffer, I'm going to be upgrading my cable soon anyways, so I don't think it'll be a problem. Alright, so these Botania recipes are actually kind of hilarious. They have so many things for infusion altar. And there was another one that was crazier. Which one was it? I think it was in here. No, maybe the one before it. Yeah, this. Look at this. So I have an idea of how to kind of how to do this. But to do this, I kind of want to rework the base a bit. And I feel like it's actually due time that I do rework the base. Because I guess I'm going to be starting to go into IV now. And we're kind of getting over with EV at this point because we're moving into the multis, so I need to do some... I need to move some of the furniture around. So this is getting moved out into this front area here. I've already done some work over here. I cleared out a bunch of stuff. Yeah, this whole front area is going to be dedicated for power generation, so down the line I'll have plenty of room to expand out this way for any kind of huge setups that I want, like maybe like fusion reactor like arrays and stuff like that, whatever I do in the end. But there should be plenty of room out here, so we also need to expand multiple vacuum nukes. So that's probably maybe it's going to go in this setup over here. I also want to introduce some verticality to the build over here, so we'll see how that goes. Probably like big scaffolding and pillars, maybe. Not sure. As far as the circle idea here, I'm probably going to keep it and just make this a floor, but keep this ledge here overhanging. I think it's going to look pretty cool in the end. So I'm going to do some digging. And then for the wiring, in the center here, what's this thing called? I feel like it's Lapotronic. Yeah, Lapotronic supercapacitor. This is going to go in the center here. And this seems like a disgusting amount of tantalum. So I guess I should have been going for trying to get some tantalum. It takes a lot of platinum too. I don't think I'm equipped to do that right now. It's too much platinum for me. I need to learn the plat line as well. I'm just going to start building stuff, I think. I'm going to take some time to build the base out. And then I'll prioritize after that. Right, so I've been running around doing a lot of little things for the last little while. And I actually think that we're going to put a super tank here. Yeah, I'm just setting up now a automatic hydrogen sulfide to diluted sulfuric acid system. And I wanted to do this because I basically want to get diluted sulfuric acid stockpiling now. So we're going to let this start to go. And then I'm going to need one here, and then we'll do one here. Yeah, I'm going to need diluted sulfuric acid for a couple different reasons that I'll explain as soon as I can finish this and get my train of thought back. So yeah, this needs to be water. There we go. And then this one is going to be the input for diluted sulfuric acid. And okay, I have an output for it over there, but I need to go fix it. Why is that one not glowing? Oh, it's unlinked. It's butadiene. Yeah, so I need diluted sulfuric acid over here, or I'm making it over here. So I just want a way to transport it out. Because I needed to remake my ITNT setup, but this time I made it a little bit better. So everything's automated now pretty easily. But we are making the byproduct of the diluted sulfuric acid, so it needs to be dealt with. And then, why am I stupid? Did I not set it up yet? I guess I'm just going to make it come out the side here, like so. Where is this guy? Oh, it's in the wrong spot. I see what happened there. So I accidentally put that in the wrong spot, but now it's better. And then my pump will go here. Then we're happy. Alright, perfect. So yeah, I'm putting in a little bit of work on the base. I opened up some more of the IV tier loot bags. And from them, I didn't get any more ender tanks or anything, but what I did get was more tungsten steel. So because of that, I put on Autocraft the 46 Lapotronic supercapacitors. I also spent a lot of time getting tantalum, so I have more than enough of that as well. So this is a lot of tungsten steel per. Like, this is a couple hundred tungsten steel. But, yeah, what am I at now? 7. So I'm basically out. But in this chest over here is all the hard stuff for right now that I did. So the last thing I'm going to do is the Lapotronic capacitors themselves. And these things are going to be a little bit annoying to make because I need platinum. But I do have a plan to make a miniature plat line, which will eventually be expanded to the bigger one. I've also been building the base out. So over here is probably going to be the magic wing. So it's going to be all kind of like Thaumcraft automations over here. And I'm not quite sure what's going to go on these sides yet, but there's so much potential to just put stuff in. So one thing that I definitely want to do in IV is the blood magic meteors. So you can basically call forth giant meteors that are just like huge balls of ore. And there's many ways to like break them down, but the best way will have to be experimented with by me, because I know people just use the bound pickaxe for them, and you mine them pretty quickly doing this. So maybe that's good enough for me, but I'm not sure yet. Because there are ways to do like crazy setups with like AE2 to break them down, or like other crazy like arcane bore automations and stuff. So we'll see what we go with in the end, but I definitely want to do that just for the cool factor of it, because I think it's really awesome. So other stuff for today, I've built up this room a little bit more, cleaned it up a bit, because on the upper part of this, I need to make a little fly door to it. But up top here is where the new planar disc stuff is going to be going. I just want to have a little window into it, and I'm going to have the wires coming down and in through that, into like the vect block, the black and gray one in the middle. And then we'll have the wires come down and go through like all over the place. We're just going to start routing them in that way instead of having a room like this. And then here I'll put my crafting CPUs in this room instead. So we'll put these things out, and that'll be what this room is for then. I think that'll work out just fine. So I need to make some more ME controllers as well. I was trying to put them on autocraft. I don't think I'm going to be able to get too many of them though. Yeah, okay, so my problem right now is diamonds. And then it has to learn how to make these. I don't actually need that many more of them. Oh, that reminded me. I wanted to make the crystal growth chamber. So yeah, this needs 6 EV autoclaves to make, but I could do that at this point. So I might actually go for this, because it'll help me out a lot. Because using an autoclave for the crystals is doable, and I could try to figure out how to make the void metal renewable, but I feel like this is just easier. And it's really not that expensive. I mean, this is a bunch of titanium, but it's so easy for me to get titanium at this point. And I actually could upgrade my titanium system pretty significantly from what I have. I'm still using this one on the 3rd floor over here. This has been running. I forgot about this too. But yeah, I still have like a stack in here. I could cool down. But yeah, all I do is input rutile. Actually, it's stuck right now. Oh, I forgot. I don't have my helmet on. It's stuck right now. I forget why. Yeah, why is it stuck actually? Out of chlorine. What's the chlorine? Oh, I see. I was making titanium tetrachloride for this, and I ran out of chlorine. I see what happened. I just wanted a little bit of extra in this tank for some reason. So I can unfreeze the system, and we'll fix that later. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna make a run for the crystal growth chamber. And then I have a miner on diamonds right now. It's somewhere over that way. It was actually close to the base, so I'm gonna go grab that. And we will break down those diamonds. I guess industrialize them, and you know how it is. Alright, so I've decided that the first multi I want to make out of this is going to be the electrolyzer. There's so many moments where I feel like I want to have the multi-block electrolyzer, so I think it's finally time that we do it. The only things I'm not really sure about with this is how I'm going to handle, I guess, like unusual fluids that come out of it. But like for stuff like oxygen or like any like typical elements that come out of it, it's pretty easy. I can imagine pretty easily how to handle it. So let me just put these away where they need to. All this stuff should be pretty easy to make, actually. Was this a crafting recipe? What was this? Do this in the assembler. And then, oh, I dropped it. I'm trolling. And then the plates can go, oh, wrong thing, in the bender. Okay, so I should be able to request 18 electrolyzer casings. I mean, I probably won't need this many. What's the minimum? 10? I don't know, just get 16 for now. I taught you how to do that, didn't I? No, I didn't. Yeah, this has kind of been my process for making these multis, and this is what I'd recommend, honestly. Because crafting all the stuff on your own at this point is so HV of you to do that, so would not recommend doing that anymore. Try to phase that out. Whenever I can automate stuff, I absolutely will. I actually don't think I have... Yeah, I need to make more chrome ingots. I mean, fuck, we'll make a stack of it. And then that should be everything that I need for that. Let's double check. So I make 16. Yeah, I have all the potent that I need. I just need chrome. So what is this? Blast furnace? Okay, that's easy. Let's go pop that in, and then we'll be ready to craft that up. Okay, that'll run when it's ready. And then in the other guy, I have the IV molecular disintegrator ready. And then before I craft this away, let me scan this. Okay, nothing too interesting. And then the controller block. Yeah, I can actually make it already. Nice. I have plenty of nanos. Okay. Alright, so I will stow this away over here. And then I'm going to need a whole bunch of... I guess I'm going to need more muffler hatches. I'm going to need a lot of input buses and output buses. Because in the multis, they have this really nice feature where you could put different circuits in each of the input buses, and you could just like pipe the stuff that you want into it. And it's really awesome. It works out extremely well. And how I'm going to work with these multis over here is going to be... So I'm going to have like an ore processing subnet where all the stuff that I need for ore processing is going to go into a specific ME system and get moved back and forth. So like if it sees like a... I'm pretty sure there's a way to set up where if it sees any crushed ores, it'll move them to this system. I guess I can make some kind of like ore dictionary filter or something. I don't know. We'll see if I can even do that. There's definitely a way to do it, but... Or I can just output my chest somewhere over here. So like I want to have this be like the ore control room where I have like ender chests sitting here and there's like stuff being poured in constantly, as well as drilling fluid being made back here. So I got plans, is all I'm saying. And it's not going to be today, but today's just going to be me prepping up all the multi-blocks. Or not all of them, but a whole bunch of them. Alright, this thing is done. And that was probably questionably worth, given how expensive it was. Alright, so now where do I want to put this? I guess this is kind of going to go just in a random spot over here, these other miscellaneous machines. Yep. So actually, this takes AE energy. I thought this would need regular power, but it doesn't. So that's interesting. And I guess I have room for an interface right there. Maybe it shouldn't go right here. Let's move it over here. So at least it kind of has at least like some kind of spot, so it's not in the middle. Alright, so I think we're attached here. And we'll name this. Hey, let's see what we can do with this now. I'll need item conduits as well. You go grab those. That should be good now. And then I will teach this that to make pure Fluix crystals, we put them in there. Yeah, that'll work. So let's help to make a bunch of them, and then we'll see what it does. Hopefully this works. A little bit annoying how it automatically did that, but Let's actually, before I put this on insert, let's put this on extract. It kind of looks like it's not taking the full crystals out, so we'll make sure it doesn't. Let's just throw a filter on that real quick. Easy. That's my wrap up for this episode. Kind of did a lot, but also not a lot at the same time. With just a lot of time for me, but not a lot of progress, I guess. But next time we'll be doing a lot of stuff, so we'll see what else I build. I might do some more multi-block prepping before I come back, and then we could start getting going with like actual ore processing, and then maybe giving this room a makeover. We'll see what I end up doing. Till next time, thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day.